Revelio.
Frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always...
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your...
She never listens to...
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach.
Now the nickname makes sense. What a nick...
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silk. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known...
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we...
That's a good idea. We need to see this.
I'll start looking into it. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to... It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood.
If it's all right with you, I'd rather not say. At least not at the moment.
Understood. We all have us. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Revelio.
Best one ever!
Hello there.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting.
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms.
Revelio.
What do you...
What are we looking for today? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Oh, did you see that?
Anne is getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in
You said this would repair the chasm between the two of you. How did you not expect him to react this way?
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ?
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lord Gok.
Just Lord Gok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
we need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Amit and I can do this.
I shall see you soon.
The door is looking at us.
Clever. Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Revelio.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Confrey! Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
Revelio.
Can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Accio.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Accio.
We need to be careful. As I'm sure you know, not all goblins are as friendly as Lodgok, to say the least.
I'll be quiet. That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word. Revelio. We're being watched. By the door.
Accio!
We won't get through as long as we can be seen by that eye. I should use disillusionment. That eye won't see a thing. Bombarda. Leviosa. Confringo. Revelio.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere. A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. There must be more notes around.
Revelio.
What could they be building?
I won't bet.
Stupid. Revelio.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here. If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
I'm on for a bacon and mushroom stew. One less human to
Incendio! Confringo!
Not quite. Was there?
Defender! Potato! Stupefy! Stupefy! Confringo! Bombarda! Defender!
Was that your best?
Confringo! Incendio!
Let's get this over.
Confringo! Defender! Incendio! Bombarda!
Your spells glance off of me.
Confringo! Defender! Potato! Stupefy!
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Revelio. Confringo.
Another schematic.
Revelio.
What are they going to build? This mine is too... I see. Accio should easily engage the handle. Marvelously clever.
Bombarda. Accio. Revelio. Defender. Bombarda. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now. Revelio. Incendio. Accio.
What was that?
Bombarda.
What was that?
Protego.
Stop it! Is that the best you can do?
Defender. Incendio.
I will make you. I will have my revenge. What's that the mouse now? What? won't get away with that. You don't think you can defeat me? Well, this doesn't hurt. What's the point of it exactly?
Incendio. Good finger. Good finger.
That should have been Ranrock won't be stopped.
Confringo! Bombarda!
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, Amit. Revelio. Bombarda. Accio.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Revelio. Leviosa. Confringo. Bombarda. Accio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please talk about...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. so was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
See if there's something you need. Careful now. I shall hope to do business with you again. It's been a pleasure. Oh, nothing.
Bombarda. Confringo. Defender. Incendio. Confringo. Bombarda. Incendio. Defender. Protego. Confringo. Bombarda. Incendio. Defender. Confringo.
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so distracted by the scriptorium and Slytherin's book that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to hand?
We need to see what they're doing. I say we take them head on. Let's bury some enemy.
Very well.
And
after you.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Confringo. Bombarda.
If only Raven were here. Won't get away with that.
Incendio. Confringo.
I will make you.
Defender. Revelio.
Afraid to fight.
Bombarda. Confringo. Revelio.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at
Once
that.
again, we could fight our way through, or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose?
Perhaps we can find an alternate route up ahead.
Sneaking around has its appeal.
One of the best meals I've ever
Incendio.
Get away!
Bombarda.
You won't get away with that.
Defender.
Thanks for the best on deck.
Incendio. Confringo. Bombarda. Defender. Protego. Superfire.
And the fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively
Revelio.
fun.
For better or for worse, we're in.
Not quite.
This mine looks like a tomb.
Accidents were reported. Now I see why.
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
Up for a bit of dying, are we?
Incendio.
I will bring
Bombard.
Who do you think you are?
Confringo. Defender.
How many of Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want.
Confringo.
That ledge is awfully high. Any ideas?
Revelio. Bombarda. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo.
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of
Revelio.
endearing qualities, really.
Confringo.
Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Revelio. Defender. Reparo. Confringo. Defender. Bombarda. Django. Protego. Stupefy. Confringo. Revelio.
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists all prepared war.
Defender. Lumos. Confringo. Lumos.
Lumos.
Levioso! Confringo! Confringo! Defendo! Revelio!
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment. We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
I know it!
Confringo! Bombarda! Incendio! Confringo! Defendo! Bombarda! Incendio!
You are terrible out there! What do you see that?
Confringo! We're not finished yet. Incendio! They were waiting. Bombarda! Confringo! Defendo! Pedrogo! Stupefy! Incendio! Bombarda! Defendo! Incendio! Confringo! Defendo! Defendo! Stupefy! Incendio! Bombarda! Confringo! Incendio!
Certainly cleared the room.
You're not a bad chap. For a Slytherin.
You Gryffindors don't have a monopoly on bravery, you know. A rune symbol above the cavern door.
Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it.
Confringo! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
I wouldn't be surprised to find a couple more rune symbols.
Leviosa! Confringo!
Wasn't expecting that.
Revelio!
Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about the... What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been...
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see? Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
Here's some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Marrenweem has suffered for it. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
Someone who knows Ranrock personally. They asked me not to mention their name to anyone.
A goblin? Tell me I'm wrong. You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just...
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable.
I wondered if you might teach...
Oh, which one?
On... I hope Professor Fitzgerald...
Revelio.
Room upgrade to be even more impressive than the...
Speaking of which, care to...
Accio!
Accio! Precisely as planned. Sting me with a billywig. I'll never top that. Accio! Precisely as planned.
Accio!
Nice technique. Accio! precisely as planned. I'll remember that. Well, you are good. I'm not too proud to admit when I've lost.
I play by intuition, natural skill.
That's been my strategy. I suppose it only... Well, you've only one opponent left now. I won't say more than that, but let's just say...
Revelio.
In trouble, are we? Been up to no good? Thought as much.
I thought I could count on my...
Pardon me, is everything all right?
No, it's not. We only had 2 bells to go, but she just had to go and spoil things.
I'm afraid I don't follow. Who spoiled things? Also, what bell?
Professor Black ordered Mr. Moon to take down the bells in the bell tower. Said they were giving him a headache. Those bells are a part of Hogwarts. I wasn't about to let that happen. So, I asked my friend Adelaide to help me put them back. We've always been a duo of sorts, Adelaide and Evangeline. Addie and Evie. It was going swimmingly until Black started asking questions. Then she wasn't comfortable with our rule breaking. Now I'm stuck. Unable to tell which bell go...
Perhaps I could help.
Really? Oh, that would be wonderful. The bells are in... You're certainly of more help than...
I imagine the bells are back up, Evangeline.
Ah, you're a credit to the school. I can't wait to hear them. I can't wait for the headmaster. Future generations may not truly appreciate what you've done, but I do. And I hope that you don't know how much this means for me and for Hogwarts.
Unicorn blood. Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details.
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve. Miss Reyes is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwine. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right.
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can...
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going... Do be careful, of course. I look forward to our next meeting.
Revelio. Defendo. Revelio. Defendo. Glacius. Revelio. Glacius. Revelio. Glacius. Revelio.
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
One of the best
Revelio.
over here. What I wouldn't give for a cup of mushroom tea.
Glacius. Incendio. Defendo.
That was unimpressive.
Potato. Bombado. Incendio. Defendo. Confringo. Incendio.
That was meant for me.
Defendo. Revelio.
Easily diverted.
Incendio.
Was that your best?
Confringo.
I've been fighting since before you were born.
Revelio. Defendo.
Not quite. You won't stop me.
Glacius.
Not quick enough.
Protego.
Much too slow.
Confringo. Defendo. Glacius.
I should investigate.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Confringo. Bombarda.
An utterly pitiful display.
Confringo.
You can't stop us.
Defender.
I shall have been. Are you quite finished?
Glacier. Incendio. Protego. Stupefy. Stupefy. Confringo. You only have Ranrock to blame. Revelio.
Oh, nice to see you here. Ah, isn't the sea air refreshing?
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
Incendio.
I hear you. Whoever you are. Now, where did I set my traps? That curiosity.
Huh. The location marked on the map isn't far from here. I don't like the looks of that encampment.
Haven't a clue why this You will not survive, Fringo! Stop right there! Poaching that cracker up. When have I set my trap?
The course looks rather deserted. I hope everything's all right.
Gryffindor, over here!
Hello again, Imelda.
Obviously. Evidently too far for... They should be begging me to keep these trials alive. Not... I'm surprised our new 5th year showed up. I suppose
That's actually...
I know I can be impatient, but I get frustrated by those who don't take... And in my experience, that's every... Anyway, don't let it go to your head.
We'll soon see how I fare, won't we? I'm ready.
Get ready to lose, Gryffindor.
Now that's more like... Made it. That wasn't too difficult. Now that's more like it. This is going well. Now that's more like it. Brilliant flying, if I do say so myself. This is rather fun. That was quite something.
Impressive work today, but don't get too comfortable. I'll be on your heels in no time. My family's not going to believe the news when I tell them. They're almost as competitive as I am. Almost.
It's been fun competing again.
It has been fun. Glad you're here. Not bad. For a... You take care of yourself.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
And the odd charm or two.
It's not like her to forget.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with...
What kind of research is she?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in plimpies.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realised that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
Well done. You certainly know.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's tip. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her, perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a... Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
You're making this sound simple, but this is a dragon after all.
Hebrideans can be aggressive, but they're also clever. She caught on quickly enough when you showed her how to escape the tent. She'll understand why we're here once she sees her egg. Then we can be finished.
Well then, let's find our dragon and...
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are. There she is, above us. She did make it home safe. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hear
Defender! Confringo!
I wonder how many they brought to capture her. At least 10 usually.
Reparo!
Fantastic. She is again. She's breathtaking.
From a distance.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like her.
Watch your step. Revelio. Or just raring for a fight. Wait here. I'll run ahead.
Whenever you're ready, I'll follow your lead.
I'll draw her attention. Follow when it's safe.
her domain. She'll make it. Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
Oh, she's making it easy.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me. I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I normally try, but get to that opening below her. Look! Underneath her! I think we're close. She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
There's the nest. We're almost there. Why is every
Repair.
bridge here broken? Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss. That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
That's rather generous, isn't it? She did try to kill us the entire time.
Only until she saw her egg, at which point I thought she rather warmed. The important thing is that we survived it, and Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am, after our dragon rescue at Hauntel.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring.
True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let...
Unless what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl. How could I have been so blind?
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
Don't think I've forgotten about your goblin friend. I haven't. But I needed to tell you what I've learned. I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne.
I'd be interested to know what else.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook...
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you.
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were... I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this cat. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent.
Revelio!
Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Defender! Confringo! Bombarda! Incendio! At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Bombarda! Accio! Opening all of these is tempting.
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Revelio!
This room is taller than it looks. Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Confringo! Defender! Confringo! Incendio! Accio! Confringo! Revelio! Depulso!
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Revelio! Incendio! Depulso! Defender! Confringo! Revelio!
All this grass.
Confringo!
Feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems. Often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though. Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. With a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. Accio! Leviosa! There's something here, beyond. Revelio! Bombarda! Depulso!
Did you hear that?
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory. Accio! Leviosa! Confringo! Incendio! Depulso! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
What did you find?
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic.
Of course. The student's summary referenced the space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me...
Do you think the pages will...
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose.
Of course.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Accio!
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
You've done it! I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Before we trudge on further, I just realized something.
Confringo!
The student's diary mentions the Imperius Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
I don't think learning the Imperius Curse is a good idea.
Really? But we've no idea what may... But I shan't press you. I'll have your back no matter what we... Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Depulso! Crescendo! Potato! Stupefy! Defendo! Fringo! Confringo! Revelio! Confringo! Incendio! Depulso! Incendio! Confringo! Incendio! Depulso! Potato! Stupefy! Confringo! Lindo! Stupefy! Depulso! Incendio! Confringo! Depulso! Confringo! Defendo!
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
Revelio! Confringo! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Revelio!
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time. Accio! Depulso!
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
This looks different than what we
Accio!
did before. Now we're also dealing with root. That worked. Keep going.
Reparo! Accio! Accio!
Appears some of these stone tablets have 2 rune symbols. That has to mean something.
Revelio! Levioso! Confringo! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done. I see
Revelio.
why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Levioso. Confringo. Incendio. Depulso. Defendo. Incendio. Confringo. Defendo. Depulso. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Depulso. Incendio. Confringo. For a moment there, I thought that'd never end. Revelio.
Dead end. Lovely.
Depulso.
Nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet. Accio. Revelio. Sebastian! The relic! Look! Could it be? The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
The note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. For Anne's sake. I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret.
Revelio
for my uncle. Is that ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows. I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastian this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
What happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
Confringo! Revelio! Confringo! Revelio! Confringo! Revelio!
When we get to Feldcroft, and not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like ominous.
Incendio.
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry. Revelio.
Kill you when I get down from it!
Stupid not win here.
Sebastian!
That retreat will make them
Confringo. Defendo. Incendio. Bovada. Fight.
Boy! What have you done?
saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
There was little time to react, but it was an unforgivable curse.
I acted in the moment. That's all. I shall make my uncle see reason. He cannot banish me from my own home, from my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly...
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic, even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
Historically speaking, there's never been a team like this year's canon.
How's my favourite test flyer? Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Hello again, Mr. Weeks. I set a new record at the South.
Fantastic! Your broom performed well then?
The best upgrade yet. It flew beautifully, incredibly nimble. But with the speeds it now reaches, I can feel the wind catching beneath the seat a bit, preventing it from reaching its full potential.
Of course! Should have anticipated that. Exactly the kind of... At last, I think I know what needs to be done for my final upgrade.
I shall look forward...
I'll be sure to send you an hour when I'm finished. Thank you. Couldn't have done this without you.
Good for Mr. Weeks. Mr. Weeks and I do make a good team.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle. That's Archie and Mrs. Bickle. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hog's Head. I saw some Ashwinders heading there.
Very well. I'll speak with them.
I knew I could rely on you. Meet me here after you have... Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the...
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him...
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quick. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the...
Why wouldn't Harlow extort you?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank.
He could do nothing for... I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing...
Have you helped Harlow?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags.
Please tell me you didn't...
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you?
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a study?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right, but we must be...
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man, but even he wouldn't understand about... It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you... I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I read...
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, we haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hope. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here...
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative, but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to...
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful... As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You...
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I
You may have shared Mr. Bickle's fate if you had spoken out against Harlow as he requested.
Unfortunately, I suspect you're right.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed, as a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwoods. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the... I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass... Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty. Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there. Natty must be around here somewhere. Revelio. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Natty must have been taken this way. The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Accio! A hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. I'd better be sure I'm not seen. Revelio.
Using that girl as bait, Ranrock's coming for her. You'll be his killer. Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here. Hey.
Lower Hogsfield needs some stocks after our How did I get mixed up doing Rookwood's work for him?
Revelio.
Yes, there's been mistakes, but I can't. Perhaps it's dinner I'm hearing.
I shall be shining in Rookwood's eyes when he sees what I'm capable of.
There'll be nothing but trouble. About time we locked her up.
Revelio.
I don't trust Ranrock, I'll tell you that. He'll turn on us first chance he gets. I've robbed every traveling vendor that's passed through here. I may go to Hogsmeade later, stir up some trouble. They need to be reminded that we're still running.
Loud as a troll you are! I used to be stationed near Irondale with Selwyn.
I hope Rookwood knows what he did. Fine. When we're done here, I'm going to...
Incendio! Defender! Incendio! Better be a big... Defender!
Rookwoods don't go down easy.
Incendio! Bombarda!
They got no match for me.
Confringo!
Expulso! Survival!
Spectacle! Defender!
I'm just warming up.
Incendio!
Expulso! You will not survive.
Confringo! Revelio. The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back. Confringo! Revelio. Natty must be here somewhere. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you...
I am all right. Thank you for... These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood.
Your friend Natty was not...
Revelio.
It must be yours.
Confringo. Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there. Revelio.
My wand is somewhere in this room. I can tell.
Confringo. Defender. Confringo. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.